Oh, hopefully y'all can hear me. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, check it out. It's another Move Progress Talk with your guy, Marquis Price. Hey, you already know it's all about the motivation, man. Let's do it. Let's go. Hey, man. So I was recording this a little earlier, or I was talking to y'all a little bit earlier because I was thinking about some things, right? It was snowing outside. I was walking my dog and something happened with just the conversation. So, just starting it over. But I think I was talking about searching, right? So, um, I found last week or so me searching, 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 searching. And really, I don't even know what I was searching for in my mind. I was just searching, just to search. And I kept on asking myself, what am I searching for? I don't even know what I'm searching for, right? So I don't know if y'all can relate. I don't know if you can relate to this, but you know, sometimes you got those goals, those objectives, the motivation, you gotta get to the destination, you gotta, you feel like when is this gonna end? You feel like what is gonna end, right? And so whatever that thing is, and it gets tough. You got to keep it going. You got bills to pay. Um, you gotta, put food on the table, whatever it may be, or maybe you at the end of your destination, right, where you having a self-actualization. You've done all that you can, right? It could be multiple things, right? And so you're just searching for answers, whether it's an answer to your problem or searching for a new answer to a problem that you don't even have. So, however that relates to anybody, you know, as I was searching, I just was like thinking, like, bro, like, stop searching. Trust God, say your prayers, stop searching. Now, I'm not gonna lie, our brains, we're very active, right? We want our brains to keep moving. We want it to keep being active and reading and engaging. But sometimes maybe your brain's saying, hey, you need to go to sleep. We talked about rest, right? Hey, just take a second, take a minute, just be still. Go enjoy life. Listen to some music. Pass the time. 15 seconds, a minute, a day, a week, right? And I'm taking this advice, and maybe I'll talk about this again, right? But why are we searching so hard sometimes? And sometimes that's your brain just saying, hey, just take it easy. The answer is gonna be there. And it's super hard when you're in the middle of whatever you're in the middle of to just like stop searching or stop looking for the answer or coming up with a new answer or because we're active, just our brains are super super active. And by all means, if you are in a certain position and you know that you got to keep it going and you know that you have to come up with the solution and all those things, I'm not telling you to like take a break. I'm not telling you to take a break from that in a sense where you just stop, right? Life goes on and we got to do what we have to do, right? I do understand that. But but can you take 15 seconds to take a breath and breathe and just say thank you, right? Because say thank you to yourself. You've done all that you could in that moment and in this moment. And you're going to keep going. You're going to keep pushing. You're going to keep up with the goals. Or maybe you don't have the goal or objective. And so you're just searching for a new objective. Well, it's going to come if you stop searching. But whatever it may be, you know, I just had the thought, and it's been on my mind because I was searching too. And I literally took today, I went to the dentist today. And it's funny talking about the dentist. I went to the dentist and this morning and I was sleepy and I was thinking about when I was a kid and how, I was I was waiting and waiting on the person that that I came with, and I was just like just waiting and waiting and waiting, right? And so it was cool because I was sitting there listening to this book called Positive Thinking, and I listened to this book several times. You should guys should go check it out. It's awesome book. And I was just flipping through this thing is called a joint called it's called a it's a cube, but it's not 360 cube. I'm gonna tell y'all what it is, but I can't think of the name of it right now. But it's this cube where literally it's a repetitive motion over and over and over again. Just one of those like little fidgety kind of toys. And so I was just sitting there, not searching, listening to the book, listening to it on slow mode too, because I listen to a lot of my books in hyper mode or 2.0 speed. Because I've been listening to audio for a very long time. And I had it on 1.0. And I just was listening and watching. And it's interesting because in your dentist office, right, it used to be that there was magazines, you had toys for the kids and all of that. And the TV would be on. And it was interesting because all it was music on. And don't get me wrong, very efficient dentist office. This particular one, I don't know how all the other dentist offices look. I'm pretty sure might still have this. But I remember my old dentist office had the fish tank, it had the toys, it was a boom box in there, all that stuff. And then you was in the dentist office for so long, that was like a whole day worth of things, where to the point that you would fall asleep or your parents will fall asleep, or your sister or brother will fall asleep because your appointment was first and then they had to get the next person, right? So that's the rest that I'm talking about. We always got our phones in our face, right? I get it. We listen to radio, you're listening to this, right? We're listening to these things, but then phones in our face is creating the search. And I love the technology, phones, computers, all of it. But it leaves us searching for more, more and more and more and more and more. So, maybe it's taking it slow and listening to something a little bit slower, listening to a long story in slow mode. Maybe you gotten to this point to realize, oh, okay, yeah, I do need to take it easy. And guess what? I'm taking the same advice. Because I'm still moving and I'm moving at a pace and I'm moving swiftly, but I'm not moving fast. It's swiftly. I think Bruce Lee said something about moving like water, and I'm understanding like water. So you got to be still like the water because water, it kind of flows through different things. So there is no real stillness. It's just moving through whatever the stream takes it. It moves through rocks. It moves through, it just moves. The wind blows and it's moving. But is the water actually moving, or whatever the elements that water is in is creating that motion for the water to move, and it's just flowing with whatever the element is, whether it's wind, whether it's a stream, whether it's an ocean waves, some type of kinetic energy is making it move. So, anyways, back to the dentist office. I just was reflecting and I was sitting there and I felt great. And look at my phone one time. Well, that's not necessarily true because I picked my phone up to turn on my audiobook. But after that, I grabbed my phone a few times, wanted to look at it, but never looked at it and waited until it was time to go. And I took some mini naps, 30 seconds. But It's crazy because when did it get to the point where it's not comfortable to sleep at the dentist office? And I don't know about y'all, but I know for me, when I was 10 and 13 and 5 and 6, I was taking naps at the dentist office because eventually I was bored or I had nothing else to do. The coloring books ran out, sleepy and tired. And I also remember when we went together as a family, that was a thing. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, maybe not everyone has that experience, but um, that was one experience for me. And I understand that's not a thing for everybody. But the point is that sometimes when you searching, your brain is basically just telling you to just rest. And so I'm praying for anybody that's not able to rest right now. I'm praying that you can get the rest. Things will get better. Things will move forward in your life. Passing on that good positivity and kindness to you all. Um, and I understand that the circumstances for some aren't in the best conditions or the conditions that they are looking for it, but I am encouraging you all, and once again putting those positive prayers out there. So I'm gonna end here, man. This you already know it's motivation, baby. Let's go. Lifting up the spirits, keeping it going, lifting up my spirits, lifting up your spirits. Hey, your guy, Marquis Price, aka Story the G. It's another move, progress talk, baby. Let's go. All right, y'all. Next time, be talking.